Here I'm going to show you how to make a version of jambalaya. It's not like the normal jambalaya, it's sort of simplified and you were using more common ingredients. So I'm going to start out by boiling some water, and I put some chicken bouillon cubes in there, and I'll be adding equal amounts of rice to the water. So I have 6 cups of water in here, so I'm going to add 6 cups of rice. Now with the lid on, we're just going to let it sit until it's finished cooking. When you're making jambalaya, you'd have some fancy sausage or something, but this is low cost and simplified. We're actually going to be using hot dogs, and found these work really well. So I'm just going to be adding these to a chopped onion, and then add vegetables and other things to this. And then all the seasonings will also be added to this, and at the end we'll mix them together. So you can add some vegetables in along with the hot dogs. It all depends what you have around. I think that corn really goes well with the jambalaya, and same with the peas. But celery also works well. It just depends on what you have around, what's available. But go ahead and fry this up and chop up the hot dogs or sausage. And then after this heats up a little bit, we will begin adding our seasonings. As our sausage and vegetables are cooking, we're going to add some bay leaves to the rice to get them in there. And the bay leaves, you don't actually eat. They just absorb, the flavor is absorbed into the rice, and then you take them out. So whenever you put them in, make sure you count. We're putting 4 of them in, so that whenever the rice is finished, make sure you take 4 out. They are not edible. Now that this is cooking for a little bit, I'm going to add some seasonings. This is probably the most important one. Tony Chachere's is used in just about every Cajun Creole cooking, so that's important. I also like oregano. We have the Cajun spice and some roast beef seasoning. It all depends though on what you want. So just add it, a little bit of each, and then at the end you can go ahead and add more of what you think it needs more of. And I like to add the most of this more than any of the other seasonings. I found all 4 bay leaves in the rice, and now take them out and add the rest of the meat and vegetables in here. Stir it up, and then adjust the seasonings and add some tomatoes. Now we just stir it in, after we add the tomatoes, we'll do some taste testing and see what seasonings we think it needs. This is tomato puree, but I've also used diced tomatoes or stewed tomatoes. Put about a half of this larger can in there, maybe more, and stir that all in. Did the jambalaya, and I think it does need a little bit more of this Tony Chachere's. I expected that it would. Most of the time, if it's missing something, it's this. This goes in a lot of it, and I think I'm also going to add some of the roast beef seasoning. I think that the roast beef seasoning actually tastes sort of like a chicken bouillon type of flavor. So anyway, I'll add more of those in, taste it again, and then just go until I get what I like. But I think it's definitely getting to the right consistency, and we'll try it again and see what the flavor is like.